Well, the Australian government will spend about $75 million this year on a referendum asking voters whether they approve of an Indigenous advisory panel being formally incorporated into the Constitution. So far, the debate has been about whether the voice to Parliament will do anything to improve the lives of Australia's most disadvantaged people. It won't. And whether it will permanently skew federal decision-making towards the interests of a noisy, perpetually whining minority. It will. But the true motivation behind this idea has so far not been scrutinised at all. It springs from the Uluru Statement from the Heart, written in 2017, which says, in part, "We seek constitutional reforms to empower our people and take a rightful place in our own country. When we have power over our destiny, our children will flourish. They will walk in two worlds and their culture will be a gift to their country." Announcing the wording of the referendum last week, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese tearfully said,
"Consultation through the voice is about strengthening Parliament's understanding, not supplanting its authority. It won't take decision-making power away from government or Parliament, but it will help governments and parliaments make better decisions and achieve better outcomes. And we urgently need better outcomes because it's not good enough where we're at in 2023.
The common thread here is the supposed inability of the Australian government, as it stands, to understand the hopes and dreams of its most disadvantaged people. These people are not only the women and children being bashed and raped by the men, often their relatives, in outback communities, but also the men themselves, who have grown up being paid by the government to sit around doing nothing and therefore live empty lives utterly devoid of purpose or meaning. For almost all of Australia's brief history, the solution to this problem has been simple. Break up families where kids are being abused, send those kids to loving, stable homes and make sure they attend school, and offer young Indigenous people jobs that give them, to paraphrase the Uluru Statement, power over their destiny so they can flourish. Indeed, this isn't proved only by Australia's history. Human history confirms this to be, in the most dire circumstances, the most reliable way to pull people out of destitution and deprivation. But in this era of cultural relativism, those solutions don't apply anymore. Whatever the Uluru Statement means by power over our destiny, it's got little to do with solutions that were once considered both plausible and universal.